What's up? I got a bit of a marathon UU match for you today against a guy by the name of Bean1706, found him on Smogon. And yeah, he led with Archeops and it kind of screwed me over. I'm like, fuck my life. I'm predicting the Stone Edge here, and he's actually going to go for the Earthquake. I didn't really have anything to take both the Stone Edge and the Earthquake, so this was the best thing I had, even though this is my Scarf poke. So I probably should have just fought it at Arcanine, but you know, whatever. Like I said, I was predicting the Stone Edge. I thought, you know, I could take it, outspeed him, kill him. We'll be all good. I'm going to go on my Snorlax here, because I figure I'm probably not going to need it too much. And he's going to go for the Taunt, I guess, predicting me to set up, but I'm like, no, not really. I'm going to go for the Body Slam, kind of hoping for the Paralyze. If I had known it would have been this close to activating his Defeatist, I would have just went for the Crunch, and it would have done enough damage. I might have lived this Head Smash, but even if he had went for the Head Smash last turn, he still would have killed himself because I just have so much fucking HP. So yeah, so there's his Archeops out of the way. I'm down to a quick, 5-4 disadvantage, so I'm not too happy about it. But, I do have my core intact, and, that's all good. So I'm going to go with my Empoleon after getting probably one of the worst double switches you could possibly get. You know, something that quad resists your stab and is neutral to every other attack, and is super effective against you. So, that was crap. I saw the hidden power, I'm like, please don't be electric, and it's not. It seems like it's grass. So that's good. And he's going to go into his Bishop here while I knock off. I know he's going to either substitute or Sword Stance, and I really don't want him to do that because he could potentially have X Scissor and Brick Break, which would threaten both of my walls. So I don't want to let him get set up. If he does want to get a Sword Stance up, I can maybe burn him or do enough damage to where, I can kill him with Arcanine with extreme speed. Because it is, higher priority than Sucker Punch. But anyways, yeah, he's just going to stay in here and sub twice. Like I said, I am just intent on not letting him get set up because I really don't want to have to deal with that. I am going to Scald again while he switches out to his Mew. And unfortunately, I get the burn right away. And, that means I burn myself, which really sucks because, Empoleon doesn't have any recovery. And, yeah, it would have been really nice to not have it burn, being immune to Toxic and resist Psychic. And, this Mew couldn't do shit to me at all. But, of course, I had to burn him, which burns me. And, I don't even, fuck! It just sucked so much. But anyways, that's what happens. I'm going to set up my Stealth Rocks, and he's going to go for the Toxic, predicting me to switch out. I guess he thought I was offensive or whatever, and just saw the damage I was doing too much. But anyways, he's going to go for the Heal Bell, which was like, damn, well now that, burn was completely useless, at least, before it was like, oh, residual damage and stuff, but now it's like completely useless. I'm going to knock off his leftovers though, which was actually a really key play, because this Mew is going to give me lots of problems. I'm going to switch out to my Mismagius, and he's going to Toxic me, and I was like, no, shit. And then I remembered this is my offensive one without sub, so I'm like, oh, that's fine, whatever. It wouldn't have mattered. I am going to go straight for the Shadow Ball, and he is going to switch out to his Bishop. I do have the HP Fighting and Thunderbolt, but I don't want to risk the Sucker Punch, because I know that's going to be a big deal. And, yeah, I just don't want to have to, have a dead Mismagius. So I'm going to go with Shaymin, predicting the Sucker Punch. He's actually going to Sword Stance, and I was like, well, shit. Here, I'm like, I don't want him to sub, predicting my Leech Seed, but then again, he doesn't know that I'm defensive yet, but he should probably predict that, because, I don't know. Anyways, I just went for the Earth Power just in case he wanted to go for the sub, but he does go for the Sucker Punch, so Leech Seed would have been a great play, because I would have taken no damage, and I would have been able to, just protect, stall him, and then switch out, and not have to deal with any of that damage. But, shit happens. So he's going to go into his Houndoom here. I am going to protect just to scout out and see what he's going to do. He's going to go for the Dark Pulse. Probably predicting my Arcanine. Now at this point I was like, I should go to my Arcanine now, because he's like, now he's going to go for the Fire Blast. But I go to my Empoleon thinking, I don't know, maybe he's choiced, because he doesn't really seem to have choice Pokemon on his team. But yeah, he's not. He's definitely Life Orb. And, yeah, that Fire Blast does quite a lot. And especially since I'm burned now, I shouldn't really be taking those kind of hits, despite me being a dedicated special wall. So I'm going to switch out to my Arcanine. Hopefully he's going to go for it again. But then, midway through the switch, I'm like, wait, he probably has HP Ground. What am I doing? And no, yeah, it turns out that it's like grass or fire. And I'm like, well, fire wouldn't make sense because you have fire blast. But grass wouldn't really make sense either. I mean, yeah, you hit the water grounds, but I guess that's really what he's worried about. Um, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's a decent option, but I don't know why he would go for it on my Empoleon. Nothing on my team is going to take super effective damage from an HP grass. So I don't really know why he went for it. I guess maybe just switching out moves just in case. I'm going to my Empoleon here. It would have been actually pretty good if he had got the special, he had a hit Draco Meteor and got the -2 special attack, because then I could have gone into my Miss Magus and threatened with a Shadow Ball and hit anything on the switch in, and that would have been really great. But he's going to miss, which really sucks. So I go for the knockoff just, in case I live a hit again, but he's going to switch out to his Mew, and I'm like, well, shit. He's going to just Soft Boil. I really should have switched out. But I was thinking maybe he'd want to go for the Toxic again, predicting the switch out. But no, he doesn't. So I'm going to hit him with a Scald again. I'm like, come on, burn this time, because then he'll have to waste a turn, going Heal Bell, and I can't get burned again because I'm already burned. And no, that doesn't happen. I'm going to live at 9, though, so that means I can save this thing for fodder. Kind of helpful, kind of not, because this is going to give him another opportunity to Soft Boil on the switch. And, yeah, that wasn't very entertaining. So, I am bringing in my Shaymin. He's going to Toxic me. That's fine because I have Natural Cure. I just really want to get a Leech Seed up because there's not really, anything on his team that will appreciate a Leech Seed. And I'm definitely going to need the residual damage on this Mew if I'm going to ever take it out, because I am really hurting. My attackers are not going to be able to do all that much to him. Because, yeah, one of them's poisoned and the other one doesn't have anything super effective. And, yeah, this Mew is clearly defensive. Yeah, that Seed Flare I'm just going to do just to get some, extra damage, because I figured Leftovers and Leechy, they're going to heal me up way more than Toxic anyways, just to see what he does, just in case he Toxic again. I am going to switch out here, predicting him to Soft Boil, and that's exactly what he's going to do. What I really should have done here is Nasty Plotted, because, yeah, I don't think a Psychic from, a no attack investment, or special attack investment, rather, Mew would kill me at this point, because, do have that great natural special defense, plus I have Leech Seed up. So, like I said, I really should have Nasty Plotted, but, I didn't. It would have changed it, sort of, because, after his Kingdra dies here, he could have just went to his Galvantula and killed me off with, a Thunder or whatever. So it wasn't, it's not like I would have swept his team or anything. But, yeah, I could have saved my Miss Magus for later after his, if his Galvantula came in. But, like I said, that's hindsight. That's sort of, you can't really worry too much about that. It's something I might consider doing next time, but yeah, like I said, I was just like, he's got something that outspeeds me, hits me with a stab, very strong attack. There's really no point in Nasty Plotting. If I had Calm Mind, yeah, I'd do that, definitely, right? Because it's Calm Mind, right? I'd get my special defense up and all that stuff. But yeah, no. So he brings in his Mew, which he wouldn't have done if I had +2, obviously, because I would have OHKO'd him. But yeah, I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball. It doesn't do nearly as much as I was hoping, which means he is specially defensive. I'm going to go to my Arcanine, because I'm like, alright, then that means Flare Blitz should be able to kill him, and it doesn't either, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And, yeah, I was pretty upset about this, not going to lie. I could have stayed in and, kept hitting with Flare Blitz, but the thing is, I wanted to save my Arcanine, because I knew I'd need it for his Galvantula to hit him with an extreme speed to kill him, because my Shaymin is not really going to be taking... Yeah, no, he's not going to be able to take on a Galvantula, which he's going to switch into here now for the first time. But I am going to get a Leech Seed off on him. I'm not really sure why he switched in. I guess predicting the Seed Flare, but that still would have done quite a bit, actually. Leech Seed's a better option, though, because, yeah, I do have Protect. He's going to stay in. He's going to try and hit me with a Bug Buzz. Unless he's like Specs, I could probably still live this. You'll see the damage calculations above. I know I did them sort of during at a time where I was waiting for something to happen or whatever. I just quickly did a calc, and I'm like, because I knew I was gonna need it, right? So I'm like, I think I did check a few specs, and it would do about 340 or something. I I don't remember. This match was, like last week, so whatever. I'm gonna go my Empoleon here because I was thinking he'd want to stay in and go for the Bug Buzz again because it would, do a lot of damage to anything on my team. He's actually gonna switch out. So I don't know. That was kind of a waste of a fodder. But I am gonna go switch right back to my Shaymin. And I'm going to get another Leech Seed up. If he wants to switch back to his Galvantula, that's Rocks damage, that's Leech Seed damage again. And that's, not something he wants to be taking. So I figure he wants to stay in with this because he really can't afford to switch in on another Rocks. And, I don't know. I mean, it's just not something he can do. This part is, you can't really notice it, but it is sped up as much as I can. The rest of the battle is 750%. This part is 999. And it doesn't go any higher than that on Camtasia. So, I'm sorry if it's, not really interesting, because basically it's him going for the Soft Boil and me going for the Seed Flare. I unfortunately do hit every single one. I did get a Special Defense drop on the first hit, but never again. So it was kind of, I'm like, meh. I don't know. I mean, 40%, 15% miss, whatever. I don't win any speed ties because I'm pretty sure this Shaymin had 4 in special attack, not speed, and he probably has 4 in speed, so that's why he's going first every single time. So it kind of sucked, but yeah, no, he's just gonna keep going for the soft boil, just keep soft boiling up. Like I said, he doesn't have lefties, which was very important because this would have taken a whole lot longer. I probably wouldn't have been able to take him out because I would have had to switch. I mean, it's not a big deal. I could have just gone to my Arcanine on a soft boil, and I could have just went back to my Shaymin to reset the poison. And yeah, it would have been annoying, but it's not a huge deal, I guess. But yeah, so now on this finally on the turn that I'm actually going to kill him, I get a crit. And I'm like, wow, thanks, game. Thanks for just rubbing it in my face that, yeah, I finally get a crit here. So then Galvantula comes back in. It's almost dead. I'm like, you know what, just fought out Shaymin, and I can bring in my Arcanine and Extreme Speed. He predicted me to switch. I don't know why I would do that. I need to say switch into my Arcanine. I mean, Extreme Speed is Extreme Speed. I don't know, but I guess he thought it would kill, but I actually live at 5. But again, it's not a big deal because I have Arcanine and he has Extreme Speed. So that's the battle. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, it was quite a bit of a marathon. It was like 40 turns. It took me like an hour and a half to record it. Long battle, but it was pretty interesting. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I had fun. Good game. Bean 1706. And yeah, see you guys next time.